We wish to use this opportunity to welcome back all our viewers to Cover Story Highlights. Yes, we have been absent for a while, but it was for a good cause. Yes, we were making some changes, and you will see them unfold in another couple of weeks. For this episode of Cover Story Highlights, we will be looking at the recent polls commissioned by the People's National Party, and we'll look at the sustainability of this lead that the PNP now holds over the governing Jamaica Labour Party. The recent local government election in Jamaica has signaled a notable resurgence for the opposition People's National Party, indicating a shift in favorability among the electorate. With a strong showing in the polls and a clear swing towards the opposition, the PNP appears to be reclaiming some of its base support, setting the stage for a potentially competitive environment in the upcoming general election 1 year or so away. And while it is clear that PNP supporters are fired up, one would argue that the sustainability of this momentum hinges on several factors, chief among them being the leadership and strategy employed by PNP leader Mark Golding. And while Golding has made strides in distinguishing himself and leading his first campaign as party leader, there are lingering doubts about his ability to close the favorability gap between himself and Holness. For him to close this gap, his leadership style must be characterized by inclusiveness and empathy. We believe that these two features hold promise for transforming the political landscape, provided he can effectively engage with the masses and address their concerns. So yes, dialogue with the Jamaican people emerges as a key tool for Golding. To foster this, we proposed that quarterly town hall meetings be held in parish capitals so he can engage and interface with the Jamaican people. Let's face it, when the people can interface with their party leader and have a dialogue, it builds trust and admiration. He should also meet with different public and private sector groups and have dialogue with them on a regular basis. Through these interactions, consensus position can be forged, demonstrating a commitment to responsive governance and people-centered policies. There is a perception in some quarters that he has not yet defined his own distinct political philosophy. Building his popularity hinges on dispelling doubts about his intentions and demonstrating a genuine commitment to the welfare of the masses. Moreover, he must assert his leadership autonomy, resisting undue influence from former party stalwarts like P.J. Patterson, whose legacy looms large over the PNP. By championing a candidate selection process driven by the people's aspirations rather than entrenched interest, Golding can solidify his image as a true representative of the population. As the general election approaches, Golding's handlers face the formidable task of branding him as an emphatic, people-focused leader. This will require a concerted effort to communicate his vision, values, and policy priorities to the electorate, emphasizing his capacity to effect meaningful change and address pressing social and economic issues. So in closing, I will argue that while the PNP's resurgence in the local government election bodes well for its prospects in the upcoming general election, the sustainability of this momentum rests heavily on Mark Golding's leadership. By embracing inclusivity, empathy, and autonomy, Golding can position himself as a transformative figure in Jamaican politics, paving the way for a more responsive and representative government. However, achieving this vision will require strategic planning, effective communication, and a genuine commitment to the people's aspirations. And that was Cover Story Highlights. Tune in again next time for another edition of Cover Story Highlights. In the meantime, I invite you to subscribe, like, share, and comment on the content. Yes, comment on the content.